My suggestions to the Delhi government, okay, and the CM ma'am, Rekha Gupta ji, okay, do your government or do Delhi government really wants to solve the problem of pollution, or it is just a means political campaign or slogan, okay, or the manifesto that we are going to solve the problem? If you genuinely want to solve the problem of pollution, okay, then I have some of suggestions, okay, which can maybe help you. Okay, first of all, promote bicycles, okay, because what are the benefits of bicycles? I have compiled them in a punchline or slogan, okay, which can be used to do marketing by the bicycle companies, by the Delhi government. So first of all, I am going to explain those slogans, okay, then I am going to explain them, okay, so that what are the meaning and the extended explanation of those slogans. I have written them in Hindi, okay, so listen that. साइकिल चलाएं, लेग ट्रेनिंग करें और रुपए बचाएं. साइकिल चलाएं, घर से ऑफिस जाएं, पेट्रोल डीजल बैटरी का खर्चा बचाएं. साइकिल चलाएं, पॉल्यूशन कम करें और अपना कार्बन क्रेडिट बढ़ाएं. साइकिल चलाएं, ऑयल इंपोर्ट कम करके देश का ट्रेड डेफिसिट कम कराएं. साइकिल चलाएं और फिटनेस को अपना स्टेटस सिंबल बनाएं. सो आई एम गोइंग टू एक्सप्लेन मीन्स ऑल द स्लोगन्स. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, साइकिल चलाएं, लेग ट्रेनिंग करें और रुपए बचाएं. दैट in gym people are going to do leg training and they have to pay money, okay, but if anybody is doing bicycling, okay, then he is saving money by doing bicycling, by doing leg training, okay, means together with the exercise, together with the workout part, okay, and together with stretching means exercise workout, and he is reaching somewhere and also he is saving money, okay. Second, साइकिल चलाएं, घर से ऑफिस जाएं और पेट्रोल डीजल बैटरी का खर्चा बचाएं. इंडिया हैज टू इंपोर्ट मेजर पोर्शन ऑफ इट्स पेट्रोल डीजल, ओके, एंड बैटरीज ऑल्सो फ्रॉम अदर कंट्रीज, ओके. So if any kind of situation like wars which is currently happening, and maybe in the near future, if currently India is not involved in war, okay, even then it is impacting us, okay, in case of oil, in case of gas, okay, and in case of maybe in future with the batteries, okay, because India doesn't produce batteries, oils and gas, we have to import. So if there is going to, in the future, near future, if India has a conflict with China, if India has conflict with Arab countries, then maybe India has a conflict with Russia, and even if we don't have any conflict with Russia, then due to American sanctions, we can't means import so much amount of oil and beyond the restricted limit, okay, from Russia, okay. Then even if we, because yeah, this is the reality and which is currently happening, and if India is going to have a war like situation with Arab countries, with OPEC countries, okay, then what will happen? Then the total, if Hormuz point is going to be blocked, then what is going to happen? Okay, the total supply of oil and gas and batteries, because China is trying increasing its power, okay, and if the central government, the current BJP government is means get displaced, okay, then in the near future maybe there will be a conflict with China, and we will be totally dependent upon EVs, okay, and the batteries which are going to come from China, okay. Then what is going to happen? We will be totally, the whole transportation system will be dependent upon other countries, okay. So we have to also spend, or we have to spend a lot of our money on import of petrol, diesel and batteries, okay. So if anybody is doing bicycling, okay, for his office, maybe 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers, if students are going to their schools with bicycles, okay, if people are going to their office, workplace or anywhere for 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers, okay, then there will not be need of EV buses or the petrol diesel cars, motorcycles, scooties, okay. If people are doing bicycling, okay, they will be fit because they are doing exercise, they are saving money, they are also going to save a lot of money of the nation, okay, which because we are a trade deficit country, and a major portion of our trade the import of, or we have to the dollar reserve or the currency given to other countries, okay, due to the import of oils, okay, and gases, okay. So there will not be any need of CNG batteries and CNG buses, EV buses, okay, or petrol diesel cars. So we will be totally self-sufficient, self-dependent, okay, and we will not be dependent upon other countries, okay. So people are also going to save their a lot of money, okay, because they don't have to purchase petrol, diesel or battery, okay, because they are using their muscle power, their food energy, whatever they are eating, okay, they are generating energy from that, okay, and they are using it on riding bicycles. So anybody can go for 5 to 10 kilometers by bicycle easily if they means puts this information data, if government does marketing. Okay, because if government is genuinely serious about the people and the country and the nation, the state, okay, then they can apply it. Okay, because I also ride 40-50 kilometers in a single day and I don't have any kind of means problem. Okay, and in some of the situations, like if there is summer season, winter season, rainy season, if there is rainy season, people can use raincoats. If there is summer season, people can manage time. Okay, they can wear full clothes. Okay, and they can, on the road, because if in a city anybody is riding bicycle, then there will be at both the parts, okay, or both the sides, there will be buildings and high rise buildings, huge buildings, so there will not be any kind of huge amount of temperature on the body. And if they are drinking water properly, okay, then they can go, okay, by bicycle. Okay, they can manage time, that not in the peak summer season or in the daytime, okay, when the temperature of the sun is too much, so that at that time they don't need to be go there. Okay, they can go in the morning time, in the evening time. Okay, by that way, so if anybody wants, it can be applied. Okay, so the people, we are also going to save a lot of money on petrol, diesel and batteries, and government is also going the nation is also going to save a lot of money, because we will not be dependent upon these things. Okay, petrol, diesel, battery, gases, CNG, LPG. Okay, so we will also save a lot of money on imports of those things. Okay, only at the necessary parts where the transportation part means of goods transportation, then there will be a need. There will not be means too much need, or the need can be means fulfilled with by bicycles. Okay, for personal transportation, because major portion is used in personal transportation, that people has to go for their office from which is 2 or 3 kilometers away, and they use their means car, bicycle, motorcycles. Okay, for even 2-3 kilometers. Okay, I use bicycle for 20-30 kilometers. They used for 2-3 kilometers, they use means public buses or their personal means cars. Okay, so by that way it will save money for the government and for the people also. Okay, the third line, cycle चलाएं, pollution कम करें और अपना carbon credit बढ़ाएं. Okay, because if there anybody is riding bicycle, then there will not be any kind of carbon emission. Okay, so by that way the pollution is also going to means reduced. Okay, and also if anybody is using EVs, then he may think that he is not doing pollution, but how the batteries are getting recharged. Okay, how the batteries are going to be charged, they are going to be charged from the electricity, and major portion of the electricity of our country is generated through coal. Okay, so it also pollutes the environment. And even then, even it is going to be charged with the electricity which has been generated from solar energy or wind energy. Even then, what is going to happen with the batteries when they will expire? Okay, when their life cycle will complete, then what is going to happen? In India, people, the civic sense of people is not that much good. Okay, not it is very worse. Okay, and so where are they do they means dispose the batteries, okay, properly? Does government agencies or the companies are going to do recycle the batteries in efficiently? And even then, if they going to recycle, which portion, how much amount is going to be recycled properly? What is happening with the plastics? Okay, plastics are they going to, or are they have been recycled properly or not? So this is also going to happen with the batteries. People will throw the batteries in the normal garbage. Okay, so what will happen? The poisonous chemicals are going to released from those batteries, and they are going to totally disrupt, harm the nature. Okay, and also the lives of people, because the harmful chemicals which are going to be secreted from those batteries, when they will be thrown, okay, after their means when their life cycle will end up, okay, or when they will be get damaged, okay, then those poisonous chemicals are going to mix with the soil, going to mix with the water supply. Okay, and from that same land the vegetables are going to be grown, and people are also going to consume those vegetables. So those poisons are going to be get into their body, so this is going to harm people. Okay, so and also the water supply, if those not really, and definitely those poisonous chemicals are going to mix with the water. Okay, and by that way people will drink that same water. Okay, so it is also going to reduce means their total immune system, and everything, it is going to damage their body. Okay, so also means batteries are not totally zero emission. Okay, or means, yeah, they are not zero emission. Okay, because they are going to release harmful chemicals, poisonous chemicals, so which is going to means totally destroy the human body. Okay, So but if anybody is riding bicycle, what kind of pollution is going to happen? Nothing. Okay, so by that way there will be less carbon emission, less poisonous chemicals emission, okay, or zero carbon emission, zero poisonous chemical emission. By that way the carbon credit of people and the government and the companies are also going to increase, okay, because in the near future carbon credit is going to be applied, okay. So there will be people have will can must have carbon credit, so it will increase their carbon credit, okay. सो द फोर्थ लाइन, साइकिल चलाएं, ऑयल इंपोर्ट कम करके देश का ट्रेड डिफिसिट कम कराएं, विच आई हैव एक्सप्लेन्ड, बिकॉज वी हैव टू इंपोर्ट ऑल ऑफ मेजर पोर्शन ऑफ आवर ऑयल, गैस, CNG, LPG, okay, and also the batteries, and also the maybe in the future if India is going to produce the batteries, okay, even then the rare earth metals are going to be imported from China and from other countries, okay. So also we need to put a lot of money, okay, in those things, okay, and we will be a trade deficit country, and since we are a trade deficit country, we have to take loans from IMF and World Bank, and they are going to impose so many kind of restrictions on us, okay, and we just have to pay the interest of the loan what we have taken, okay. So by that way what will happen in the near future, after 40 years, after 50 years, after 100 years, okay, India will be totally in a debt trap, okay. So when a nation becomes Atmanirbhar, okay, only by having the slogan on the punchline or with the photo of the PM, okay, that Atmanirbhar Bharat, okay, India is not going to become Atmanirbhar or self-dependent, okay. We have to focus on the resources which we have, okay. We have to focus upon the works or the efforts, okay, we in which our people or the nation, people of nation, okay, are capable, okay. So we are capable in doing a physical work, okay, because we do it in your home, in our homes, okay, and by doing physical work, okay, we are going to save a lot of money of ourselves also, okay. So like that way अगेन द फिफ्थ लाइन, साइकिल चलाएं और फिटनेस को अपना स्टेटस सिंबल बनाएं, ओके, बिकॉज करेंटली व्हाट इज द स्टेटस सिंबल, पीपल हैव अ कार ऑफ 50 lakh rupees, 2 crore rupees, okay, means motorcycle, okay, so they are having means status symbol outside their body, okay, with means box or thing made up of only metals, okay. Yeah, there is a lot of efforts have to put in to make or to manufacture a car or motorcycle, okay, but ultimately means if in one point of view, if anybody can say it is metals, okay, and also cycle is also made up of means less amount of metal also, okay. So by that way means people currently have their cars as the status symbol, but if they can make fitness as the status symbol, okay, and by doing by focused on fitness, they are going to save a lot of money, okay. So by that way they will means these punchlines can be used in marketing if the government genuinely wants to solve the problem of pollution, okay. If government just wants to use it as a marketing campaign, then it's okay, I don't have any problem, because I don't have power to change the government, okay. So this was my suggestion, and there are other suggestions also. So next is that by riding bicycle there will be a lot of savings on oil, gas, battery, okay, reduction in pollution, reduction in traffic also, because a car covers a lot of space on the road, okay, but how much space a cycle covers? And even if a lot of people are means, because if 10 people are having cars, okay, so they are going to occupy a lot of space on the road, so there will be much more traffic in case of cars, okay, and other vehicles, okay, in public transport vehicles also, okay. But if people are having bicycles, okay, then there will not be that much of traffic on the road, and also even there is going to be a traffic on the road, then by doing workout of legs also and doing a little bit of workout in their home of hands, okay, their hands and legs will be stronger, so they can lift their bicycle and they can go, okay. Even in case of any kind of a drainage comes, or a kind of means hole or any kind of obstacle comes in the road, in the path, okay, or a kind of traffic, okay, people can lift their bicycles and they can go, okay. So they will not be restricted by the obstacles, okay, because I also use this in some of the situations where there is a obstacle where I have to lift the bicycle, I lift it, because so by that way people will have a kind of personal transportation system that even it gets breakdown or any kind of means problem with that, they can lift it and do weight training, okay, weight lifting training, because people are giving money, okay, spending money to do weightlifting, to do weightlifting and to having a status on their means phone. Okay, so they can do weightlifting and they can save money. Okay, they can do lift their bicycle, they can go and they can save money. Okay, so government can means impose or means can try competitions of weightlifting, okay, with bicycles. Okay, so by that way this is also going to happen. Okay, so by that way it is going to means there are a lot of benefits of doing bicycling, whatever I have explained. Okay, that in traffic case also it is going, because cycle is going to occupy only very less space. Okay, and in on one bicycle two people also can go. Okay, so by that way it is also going to help. Okay, means in some of the situation if anybody wants to ride it alone then it's okay. Okay, yeah, so I have explained one way, okay, or one means way which has a lot of benefits for the nation, for the people, for the government, for the political parties. Okay, that we care for you genuinely. Okay, yeah, there is another second way. Okay, to reduce the pollution, okay, whatever which is happened. Okay, so by that way a lot of pollution will reduced, okay, by having bicycle, by doing, by riding bicycle from the people. Okay, so government can do marketing. The second strategy which I am going to explain, that is agnihotra or havan. Okay, so by doing havan or by doing agnihotra, the same name, a little bit of difference, means havan is commonly used, okay, and agnihotra is a Sanskrit name. Okay, so by doing that agnihotra or havan, okay, the pollution which is even present in the environment gets reduced. Okay, so what kind of means scientific explanation I can give? Okay, so the means points or the means arguments which I have to suggest or support my thought is that, one, first of all, in 1984 at the case of Bhopal gas tragedy, okay, the Union Carbide factory from where the gas methyl isocyanate maybe, okay, which is was released, okay, and many people have died. Okay, but beside the factory there was a family, okay, which was a Hindu family. Okay, so they have been doing, okay, agnihotra in both the times. Okay, in the morning time at the sandhya kal, okay, and at also at the evening time at which is also called the sandhya kal. So they have been doing that agnihotra every day in both the times. Okay, so many people have died, but the family which was living beside that factory, okay, which was also means putting cow dung, okay, on the walls. Okay, so they have got saved. Okay, they didn't got any kind of harms. Okay, so this is one of the examples I remember. Okay, there are plenty of examples, and for further suggestions or supports, okay, for this argument, you can consider Dr. Om Prakash Pandey, who was a former NASA scientist, also the scientific means scientific consultant for the Indian Prime Minister. Okay, I don't remember the years. Okay, where when he was the scientific consultant for the Indian government for the PM. He was also the visiting professor in NASA and in ISRO also. So you can consult him. He can give you the real researches, okay, which has been done, okay, on agnihotra, that how it can save the environment and it can reduce the radiation also. Okay, so by that way Dr. Om Prakash Pandey, former NASA scientist. Okay, yeah, the second thing which I can give you is that suggestion, okay, that yeah, in India there are many IITs, CSIR, okay, and other research institutes. So government can means do partnership with them and can do experiments that whether really it helps in reducing pollution and radiation or not. Okay, so by doing this, okay, government also can hire foreign scientists, foreign researchers to do that. Okay, and maybe there are other research papers have been published. Okay, I don't remember and I don't I haven't the access or to those research papers. Okay, or I haven't going to find this because I have got the examples from the genuine person, so I know it. Okay, so if because government has to answer many people, okay, because the people from other religion, okay, or from other parties are going to argue you that you are a Hindu centric or Islamophobic political party, so you are just going to impose the Hindu rituals on all the people or in the government. Okay, so like that way you need to prove your means explanation. Okay, because you need to prove whatever you are going to do. Okay, so you can have researchers from India, from outside country. Okay, multiple research institutes. Okay, so they can combine and even independently they can do research. Okay, that the things which are used in the Agnihotra pure ghee. Okay, the shakil. Okay, and the wood means which is means stems of stems, yeah, stems of mango tree. Okay, means which is means dried up stems of mango tree. Okay, so and other things, whatever, I don't remember all the names of those things, but by using ghee, only by using pure ghee, because after burning, when the ghee burns, okay, it means what, releases oxygen and ozone. Okay, it releases oxygen and ozone. Okay, so by that way, and what is the scientific fact which I am means telling, because I have learned it from Dr. Om Prakash Pandey, former NASA scientist. Okay, so there are some of the videos on YouTube of him. Okay, so government can find him. Okay, from, because government have the data, because he was the scientific consultant for the prime minister. Okay, so you can find him. Okay, and other researchers have done the research. Okay, on ghee and Agnihotra and other Hindu or whatever the rituals. Okay, are there. Okay, and government or Rekha Gupta ji, ma'am, I have seen you means in 1-2 videos that you have been hiring influencers. Okay, to take consultants or take consultancy or take suggestions. Okay, what to means how to improve the functioning of the government. Okay, so you have also called Manvendra Chauhan ji, so he is also making many videos. Okay, on the means scientific explanations of many things, so he also explained these things. Okay, so you can also hire him, he can show you the research papers with means from where, from the genuine sources. And government can also hire researchers or means many things. If the government wants, then you can do. Okay, or they can do. Okay, so it can be done. Then after it means totally means it, when it totally means fulfilled, or means totally what, let me remember the name, when it is going to be proved totally. Okay, then it can be done means in all the government offices in morning time, at the sandhya kal, and at the evening time, when the sun, when the darkness and the brightness, at the joint portion of the darkness and the brightness. Okay, and the darkness and the brightness in the morning time, in the evening time, that joint is called the sandhya kal. Okay, so at that time when it is being done, okay, then it has a lot of benefits, and the most benefit. Okay, that is the right time. That's why in our homes also, at those both junction points, the deep or diya is lighten up in our family, in our home, every in majority, in most of the in most of the Hindu families who remember their scientific rituals. Okay, which our ancestors, our rishis, okay, have implanted in our habits as not a scientific ritual, as a dharmic ritual. Because because humans are mainly more related or more means inclined to the dharma or to the god. Okay, we are less inclined to science. Okay, in mainly in other religions I don't know, but in Hindu is okay, or in Sanatan Dharma we are more inclined to the god or offering to the god. Okay, and less in the science. Okay, so and the common people also are more inclined to god, to offer god. Okay, their service or their things. Okay, so by that way our rishis, okay, have implanted or made the habit in our daily life. Okay, daily life they have implanted the habit as a dharmic ritual. Okay, but that is all those things are scientific rituals, and Manvendra Chauhan ji is also explaining all those things. Okay, that how that is scientific rituals. You can also take means inspiration or knowledge from the videos of Rajiv Dixit ji, which is available on YouTube, because he has also explained many things of Sanatan Dharma which is based upon science. Okay, that why to use means what are the things means the real scientific way of bath or the foods. Okay, whatever we offer, or many things. Okay, so because government have the officials, government have the bureaucrats, teams, researches, and access to the resources. Okay, so government can do at both the times, at the the junction points of the darkness and brightness, okay, which is called Sandhyakal in the morning time and in the evening time, okay. So it can be done in all the government offices, okay. So by that way the smoke, that is not smoke, okay, the means pleasant smoke which is going to come out from those Agnihotra, okay, which is going to clean the environment, even whatever the pollution happened till now even, okay. So it can totally remove all those pollution what is happened, what has happened till now. And by doing bicycling there will be very less pollution, okay. So by that way the problem of pollution can be reduced, okay, and it can be solved, okay. For yeah, because government has all the means data, research, means access to the resources, okay, and the power, okay, to do scientific research, because you can hire foreign researchers, okay, foreign scientists, okay, from reputed institutes, okay, reputed universities, okay, or organizations, okay, by with their means high level or advanced machines, okay, procedures, okay. So by that way anybody, any other people from other parties or other religions can't raise question, because if anything is scientific, because whether anybody is from any religion, okay, he has to take oxygen, okay, which is going to heal their body, okay, which is going to help them to means do aerobic respiration. Every human has, whether he is from any religion, he has mitochondria which is going to means produce energy. Every human is going to have RBC, okay. So like that way if every human is drinking water, okay, then water can't be means discriminated that water is for Hindus only or for this religion, that is not for that religion, okay. That if a particular religion, people from particular religion is going to drink water, then it will help more, and if people from any different religion is going to drink water, then it will help him less, okay. No, that is not so. Like that way science is same for everybody, okay, means there will be different depending upon the geography and those things, okay. So government can do research based upon means when you will have proofs, okay, and from the means independent authorities, okay, then nobody can raise questions. And when you will show the impacts of those work, okay, then it will be implanted, okay, or it will be proved, okay, it will be justified. So this was my voice without any noise. Further your choice. Thanks.